So Dana, let's switch gears a little bit. Let's talk about sentiment analysis and voice of customer. You kind of alluded to with the Slack dialogue. You've got a voice of customer coming in. They're telling you lots of things, right? Hey, got an enhancement request, got this great idea, or maybe the product should be different. Uh-oh, I'm down, non-functional. They're all buried in that same thread. You know, what's happening there, so on and so forth. So what are you doing to kind of look at things like sentiment analysis, customer health score or dashboarding, and the voice of customer gets stuck in metadata, just the hardcore bits and bytes of, hey, a case or ticket number or severity level. You know, we got to get into the thread of the dialogue, that written unstructured data. So what are you doing there around sentiment analysis, getting the true voice of customer, looking through all those, those different sources?
Yeah. So I take it a step further with the voice of customer and have it be actually like their authentic customer voice. So them on audio or video, we drink our own champagne. Our tool enables remote capture of customer voice. So I not only practice it with my customers, but coach them too. So having the customer voice recorded throughout the customer life cycle, throughout the customer journey, not just when they're happy, not just when they've renewed, having them share feedback of the experience.
Can I ask real quick on that voice? Are you doing anything with that? Are you like transcripting that to text? Are you getting tonality and other things about that and the type of interaction that's taking place between? Help me with that. Any QA there?
Yeah. So the customer voice is then being used in either internally or externally, but then being reused in multiple use cases to support marketing, to support sales, to support whichever department it kind of ties to. Again, because it's not that marketing happy speak or the customer problem that was angry text in Slack. It's them saying it in their true authentic voice. It gets a little bit more meaning to it. But taking those experiences, especially if they had a hiccup during implementation and they said they can share how you helped support them and get through it, using that as an asset for sales, putting it out on social. We say capture it once and reuse it multiple places throughout your organization and throughout for promotion of your product as well. Because it's showing a great way of what you've done to support them, but then what customers can learn from that bad experience that customer had, so they won't fall into that. So that's really how we take it. We don't. You can tell by the tone of a customer's authentic voice. Sure. Obviously, it's a lot more meaning. It's not scripted. We never tell them to practice or anything. It's off the fly. Here's a link recorded on your phone or your desktop, and that comes across. So just honing in on the word authentic, not a studio recording of the customer telling them, we had this problem and you guys fixed it. And you could tell it was coached and there's all the drone shots and special music. Totally against that. I want raw, authentic video or audio.
Dana, as you're taking all this like inbound stuff, right? And voices, like you say, authentic voice, you can hear tonality. And how are you whittling that down into bite-sized nuggets that are, again, the extracted important part of a 10-minute conversation is 4 sentences, right? Where they're super happy or super mad. And give that to market. You're going cross departments now. So the importance of taking this haystack of data is finding that needle. Now you found the needle and you're sharing it. Boy, bad analogy if we're talking drugs, but I'm thinking, you know what I mean? So we're finding this little needle in the haystack. How do we pass this around, right, to the right departments and make it bite-sized? So are you just giving them the raw data and saying, listen to minutes 2 through 3, or are there any other tools or secret sauce there that you're doing?
Yeah, so 2 things. One, I mean, the aspect of what we're asking for originally of this customer voice ask is for that short minute or under response. That's kind of what we coach our customers to do, and then my customers and users to do with it. But then if I'm personally on like a call with a client, we use like a call recording tool that can flag that one moment that happened and records that bit, and we actually download it and put it into our tool, and tag it to that prompt that it's attributed to. So again, record it once, reuse it multiple ways, and deliver it either with a link or an email or Slack, whatever it needs to be.
Gotcha. So Emery, similar question again, sentiment analysis, voice of customer. You know, what are some of the things that you're doing there? And since you're the person that runs all of support, how are you going cross department? Are you sharing this with other teams, the success team, if that's with or without you, so on and so forth.
Yes. Also, let me set the stage. We are a remote first company, which makes it very challenging to work across the aisle, because what we have find out is within our departments, we got it, everybody high fives virtually, they know who they are. But when it comes to reaching across the aisle, we tend to find out we only reach out when we have problems. So when you only reach out when you have problems, the relationships are not built. So only reason why I said that is when it comes to voice of the customer, the key department is R&D, because at the end of the day, support gets cases because something failed about the product. Yes, there might be some implementation issues, training issues, but majority of the issues are related to R&D. So first step is actually reaching out to R&D and saying how can we help each other, and having a cadence on that before problems happen. And for us, it was just categorizing the cases. And now I'm telling my staff is how to tell stories. Storytelling has become a key skill set in our customer support to tell the story. And if you don't get development's attention, if everybody goes oh, development should listen to us, they should fix that, it removes the bias. And I'm telling let's look at the customer. And if we don't fix it, what's the impact to their customer? That perspective, because what you will find out, develop people, they're not evil. They just didn't understand to shift their list. So it's all about this. I wanted to emphasize on that skill set of soft skill set to their customer. That perspective, because what you will find out, develop people, they're not evil. They just didn't understand to shift their list. So it's all about this. I wanted to emphasize on that skill set of soft skill set. It's all about this. I wanted to emphasize on that skill set of soft skill set, that skill set of soft skill set.